Hello everyone, it is Rachel here and I am here with Scrapbook Nerd to share this layout I am creating using the Maggie Holmes Marigold collection. Oh, you've heard me talk about this collection before, it is so gorgeous. So, I have this photo here and it's actually from fall of 2019. I'm almost done catching up on my 2019 projects and my scrapbook and project life and all that stuff. But I still have a few more pages to go, so I'm just finishing up the last bits of that. I do December daily, so my December is in another album, and I think this photo is from October or something. So I'm getting there, and I feel like the tones and the colors in this collection lend really well to autumn, and so that's why I thought this picture was perfect. Also, the colors that I'm wearing in this photo, I think coordinate really well with like the background paper that I chose and this tag, and I'm using a lot of these cut aparts because they just look so pretty together and look like fall, and it makes me really happy with how perfectly it coordinates. And I'm actually, this is probably kind of weird, but I'm actually using the back of another layout because I'm going to mat this paper on the back of this, like I'm going to put this pattern paper on the white paper, if that makes sense. I could not figure out how to manage my words there. And I didn't want to waste an entire white cardstock just to mat the paper. So the one behind it was already done and it was white. So I thought it can't hurt to just kind of reuse it or repurpose it or use it in this way, and I think it's fine. Other than the fact that I realized afterwards that I wanted to sew it, but I couldn't sew it because it was attached to the white paper. So you don't see me do this, but I have to take the entire paper off of the white paper because if I sewed on the pattern one, it would just go right through to the other layout and completely destroy it. Can you imagine if I did that? That would be so funny, but also horrible at the same time. Oh man, so the products I'm using here, I have the 12 by 12 paper pad, and I think they had, was there two ephemera packs or just, I think there might have been two ephemera packs for this one. I have two of the thickers, and I have these like special stickers that you can see in the bottom right hand corner. Then I just took a doily from my stash, and now I'm putting the photo, or the cluster I guess, up on foam, and I actually decide to go grab some white paint and do a little more paint in the background. If you saw one of my more recent Scrapbook Nerd scrapbook layout videos for with the Marigold collection, I did black paint on the background, and you know what? I loved it. I think it really broke up I don't know, the pattern and the color in the background. I don't usually use pattern paper in the background, and I think this really helped doing the paint to just like break it up, and I love the look of it. You can see me struggling here. I am running out of white paint, so I was using actually like a texture paste at first, and that was very translucent, and then I had this eggshell paint that's from Target, literally from years ago. So after this video, I chucked that paint. So I definitely need to get more white paint. And I think I threw out my gesso as well, my white gesso, because that also went hard. You can tell it's been a while since I've done mixed media, and I've really got to get back into it because I really enjoy it. And I love the way this background turned out, even though all I did was paint. And it was really simple and straightforward. It still, I think, made a really big impact on the way this layout turned out. And then I have this little spray bottle of water, and I didn't want to get like a whole jar of water, so I just kind of dipped my paintbrush in there and did some little white paint splatters. And actually afterwards I do add gold paint splatters as well because I do have gold elements throughout this layout. Excuse me, sorry. So now I'm trying to decide on a title, and I believe I just leave it at that with the word smile, and then I add more of these gold elements because I think it looks really pretty, and like I said, I do add gold splatters, so it really brings all of that gold together, and I love that. I have this little piece of ephemera that says detail, so I'm going to put that underneath, and I used a little bit of hot glue so that it stayed on that paint. And now I'm just doing the fun part with the little embellishments. I really like how those black and white embellishments kind of pop a lot. So like those little leaves. So that's why I add that there. And really just tucking in more layers in and behind. And seeing how I can build up that cluster. I just took these little gold dots from my stash because I really wanted to use them up. There were like 4 left, and I'm like, I need to get this out of my hands and out of my stash and use them up. And I wanted more gold to coordinate with the gold title and the leaves, so this was perfect. I grabbed these from my stash, so just Tim Holtz tiny stickers, tiny phrase stickers, and add those around the page. And usually, again, I would sew like that zigzag pattern on the words, but like over top, kind of like just above the phrase stickers. But again, I already glued it down. And when I took off this pattern paper to sew around the edge, I didn't think to do that sewing. I just wanted to make sure I got that edge sewing done because I like the white thread around the edge to go with all the other white in this layout. And I messed up on my journaling, which I was so annoyed about. Sorry about my head here. So I actually go grab some whiteout and I fix it. But as you can see, I was actually going to cover it up because I was so annoyed that I had messed up my writing. But yeah, I go grab whiteout and I fix it, and it is all fine and dandy. I was going to add this flower and it kind of worked, but I'm like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's not perfect. It'll be okay. I'm going to put all the links down below for Scrapbook Nerd and where you can find these products. So there we go. I grabbed my white out. This white is a little bit brighter than the label, but it all works out. And I actually use the whiteout to make some nice white splatters as well, which I think looks really good, and I did not expect that to work. So now we're going to move on to the close-ups of this page, and you can see that I did do that sewing, and I added the gold splatters. So like I said, I'll leave all the info down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're feeling inspired, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, bye!